Hello. For today's lesson in math, we are going to subtract tens, but today we're going to be using a hundreds chart. So if you turn to page 617 in your workbook, this is the solve and share problem. It says, how can you use a hundreds chart to subtract 50 minus 30? So we're trying to solve 50 minus 30. So I'm going to write it down here. Sorry. 50 minus 30. Okay, so first we have to find 50 on our hundreds chart. Okay, so I know that if I count by tens, they're over here. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I found 50 in my hundreds chart. Now I want to take away 30. Now I know 30 is 3 groups of 10, right? And when I add and subtract 30, I move up and down on our hundreds chart. So when I'm adding 10, I move down on the hundreds chart. But when I'm subtracting 10, I'm going to move up on our hundreds chart. So 30 is 3 groups of 10, right? So we're going to jump 3 times on our hundreds chart, moving up. So let's see. 1 group of 10, 2 groups of 10, 3 groups of 10. And what did I land on? I landed on 20. Okay, so if you're starting at 50, right, we find 50 first on the hundreds chart, then I'm going to take away or subtract 30. Now, when we're subtracting, we have to move up on our hundreds chart. So we jumped up 3 times. 1 group of 10, 2 groups of 10, 3 groups of 10, and we land on 20. Let's try another problem together. This problem says, use a hundreds chart and count back by tens to solve 80 minus 50. Okay, so I need to solve 80 minus 50. How many tens are you subtracting? So first what I want to do is I want to find 80 on my 100 chart because that's what we're starting with, right? So we're going to find 80 on the 100 chart and it's right here. There's 80. Now I want to take away 50. I want to subtract 50. So I know that 50 is 5 groups of 10, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Think of it as 5 groups of 10, 5 tens. So we know when we subtract 1 group of 10, we're going to jump up once on our 100 chart. Now I need to subtract 5 tens, so I need to jump 5 times, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What did I land on? I landed on 30, right? 80, started with 80. We subtracted 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 5 jumps of 10, right? And we landed on 30. So we know that our difference is 30. So 80 minus 50 is equal to 30. Now, if you turn the page, these problems you can do along with me. There is a hundreds chart. This hundreds chart only goes from 1 to 40, right? Starts at 1, ends at 40, but it's going to help us solve these 4 problems. So the first problem says 40 minus 10, and they already told us it equals 30, but let's prove it. Let's use our hundreds chart to show this. 40 minus 10, so we're going to start at the first number, right? Start at 40. 40 is right here. Now I'm going to take away 10, which 10 is just 1 group of 10. So I know when I'm subtracting 10, I'm jumping up on our hundreds chart. So starting at 40, and I'm going to jump up on our 100 chart. What did I land on? I landed on 30, which they told us is the answer, but we just proved it right. So we know that that's the correct answer using our hundreds chart. Let's try another one. Number 2 says 40 minus 10. I'm going to start at 40 again. Okay, and I'm 40 minus 20. So I'm going to start at 40, and I'm going to take away 20, which I know 20 is 2 groups of 10. So 2 groups of 10, I'm going to jump up 2 times, right? Take away 10, take away 20. And what did I land on? I landed on 20. So our difference is 20. All right, let's try number 3. Number 3 says 30 minus 20. So I am going to start on 30 this time. Find 30. I'm going to circle it to help me. And I'm going to take away 20. I know that 20 is two groups of 10. 10, 20. So I'm going to jump up 1, 2 times, right? So 30, take away 10, take away 20. 1 jump, 2 jumps, and what do I land on? I land on 10. So 30 minus 20 is equal to 10. Let's solve this last problem together. 10 minus 10. This one is a little bit different. So I'm going to start on 10. I found 10. Okay, and if I have 10 and I take away 10, oh no, I have nowhere to jump. If I take away 10, if I started with 10 and then I take away 10, we can use the strategy from yesterday. Take away 10, what am I left with? Started with 10, and we're taking away 10, one group of 10, right? And take away one group of 10, what am I left with? I'm left with 0. Now we can prove this by counting back 10 times, right? Instead of counting a jump of 10, because we can't move up, let's see if we count back 10, what would happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What would come before 1? Definitely would be a 0. So the answer would be 0. 10 minus 10 is equal to 0, right? If you start with 10 and take away all 10, you're left with none. Okay, now I want you to open up your workbook and try the independent practice problems all by yourself.